I hope that your day is going well and you're feeling optimistic overall about things, and I hope you're feeling optimistic about your efforts to prepare and that things are moving right along and that you're able to start crossing things off your list, even if they're small things. Even if the only thing you can do right now is buy salt and spend a couple bucks on salt, then buy salt because it's important to have it for baking. I'm the baking lady. Well, it was quite a sight. We have a grapevine that's probably more than 7 years old outside, and I don't think we've ever pruned it. We did get it planted, did have a few grapes last year, but I spent some time this winter on YouTube learning how to prune grapevines. And I had this wonderful, technologically advanced garden tool. I think these are wire cutters. This was what my husband gave me when I asked him for tin snips to try to make a buddy burner stove. There you go. But I'm pretty sure they're wire cutters. He told me later they work pretty good to prune a grapevine, and so we'll see if I did it right. And I took all the clippings and am trying to root them to see if that will work and see if I can produce more grapevines. It's a white Niagara grapevine, and they're really tasty grapes, but I'm growing them for juice, so we'll see how that goes. Today and tomorrow. This kind of goes without saying, and if you don't want to hear this, click me off because it kind of goes without saying, but just a little word of encouragement again to none of us knows when we wake up in the morning. None of us knows any day when we wake up in the morning what that day will bring, much less do we know what the next day will bring. We really don't know. It could be happiness, it could be satisfaction, it could be tragedy, it could be good fortune, it could be bad fortune, it could be good health, bad health. We really just don't know. And so the only thing that we have obviously is today. So just a little word of encouragement. Today I was able to get outside in the 48-degree weather and get my hair tangled up in the grapevine and try to yank it out. And I was able to pull it looked like a snarled mess when I got out there until I started tracing everything down and pulling pieces of it out. And I probably ended up with more than 30 like sticks. Some of them were maybe 5 or 6 inches long, and some of them were, oops, where'd the other hand go? You know, some of them were about yay long. Some of them were even longer. So they're all in there together. I'm bouncing all over. So I took a waste basket out of the laundry room and shredded up some newspaper and put it in the bottom, and then I put a little sugar. I don't know if that was a good idea. Somebody will probably tell me it wasn't. But I put a little sugar in the water and poured it over the shredded newspaper for now to keep the cuttings wet outside. I've got it out sitting outside and see if I can get them to root. And then I will plant more grapevines in the backyard, and I will give rootings to other people if they want them. I could be doing it all wrong, but at least I'm trying. So that was my today. I had a lot of yesterdays when I wasn't up to doing that, obviously. And I may have tomorrow. So, same with you. You don't know what today will bring and what tomorrow will bring. But just try to be satisfied with what you can do today. And especially when you turn on the news and listen to everything that's going on in the world and our financial house of cards that they think could collapse. We can only do what we can do today. Same message. So today was my day for pruning a grapevine and seeing if I could root the cuttings. And I don't know if today will be your day that you buy salt, or today will be your day that you buy canning lids. Maybe today will be the day that you make up a list of things you want in your storage. Maybe today will be a day that you'll take $500 out of the bank and go on a food storage shopping spree if you can afford that. I don't know. I don't know what your today will bring or what your tomorrow will bring, but I am a believer in lists, and I keep my lists handy so that I don't have to carry it around in my head. So this is kind of a repeat, but just a little rah, rah, rah. And if all you have is a pair of wire cutters to clip your grapevine with, then you can prune it with wire cutters. Use what you have, and we will be fortunate to have more grapevines if they root. If you have neighbors or friends or relatives that have grapevines, I watched some videos again on YouTube. There's several of them on there about trying to clip cuttings, and some of them use the word propagate to propagate the vines, and so they're not all. You know how they pop up with new selections and recommendations. with each view, so some of them don't pop up right away if you put rooting grapevines or cuttings, but eventually more of them pop up. But there's quite a few videos on there to watch. The one video, they just clipped the clipping off the grapevine after the leaves were, you know, opened and growing, and there was a little bit of green stem about that far at the end of the cutting, and they just poked it down in the ground and watered them. So it might be easier than it looks. I guess time will tell, but if you have somebody in your vicinity close enough by that you can get some grapevine cuttings from, then that would be a great thing to do. And maybe raspberry bushes. I'm going to try to do that this spring as well. I know somebody who has some, and I'm going to see if I can get some, the little suckers that come up off the bottom. That's all for today. Just an encouragement. Do what you can today and try to be content with that. That's all any of us can do. I'm sure you're doing wonderful things. God bless your efforts to prepare. And make a list and check it twice so you can eat more than just beans and just rice or peanut butter and potatoes, as the case may be. God bless. Bye.